to consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, a nice comment, telling your friends about us. Super thanks. Mail me something at the address in the description. We're just happy you're here and part of this growing community. We do have some cleanup to do from another depressing week eating my meals at my work desk. You think I'd graduate to eating in my car? It's a little less depressing because at least you're on the move. But anyways, let's do some cleaning for all the trigger heads today. Doctor appreciates a clean workspace, but also a convenient dinner location, dinner table. I don't know. I'm a bit lonely these days, talking to squirrels and baseball cards. Just bear with me today. Get us cleaned up there. Okay. Today is going to be an ASMR heavy video. Don't worry, the sports card nostalgia will be there. But I have this little, was it cello pack here of 88 Flair. And then we have also a lot of cards that we've opened up in packs recently there. So check out those videos. Got a lot of basketball cards, football, maybe some football, definitely baseball. What else we got in here? Del Harris card, Mark Eaton, a lot of coaches. A lot of guys named Blue and Todd. Detlef. Sid Bream. There we go. Cecil Fielder, MVP. How many Derek Lilliquist cards do we need? How many Derek Lilliquist cards do we need is a fair question. Okay, so you can see what these are cards that we've opened up recently. Cards that I either have triplicates of or just have no real need for. Now, up to 2025 tops here. I'll say this, we're not necessarily going to go through all these cards today, but we are going to be cutting up a lot of cards. This video is for my scissor heads, but because I know a lot of people do come to the channel for the card openings and the card nostalgia, which this channel is, definitely built on. We're gonna open up a pack of cards just to see, just to add cards to what we're gonna cut up now. As always, we might find a card in this 88 Flair. Highly unlikely, but we might find a card in here that we might want to preserve. And as that's the case, we'll pull one of these penny sleeves out. Alright, so let's do this. Good cards we can pull from here. You don't hear a lot of 88 Flair cards that people chase after. You got your Canseco's, your Bonds, your Maguires maybe, but else is in here? 88 Flair is the special edition, limited edition sets. I enjoy. I think 88 Flair had the Headliners series, which I loved. Loved the design of those. Yep, Flair Headliners. Love those. Alright. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to pull those out. Flair Headliners. 6-card set in 3 packs only. Okay, well, screw you, Flair. I can't get the cards I want today. Alright. Just do a little crinkling and then a little opening. Okay, here we go. It's like a 40-card pack, right? We got ourselves a Mike Lloyd, Rafael Santana. That's just what we all need. Willie Frazier. Look at that man contemplating his future with a wry smile. We got Von Hayes. All right. I always love when we pull a Von Hayes out of a pack. Kind of a, I wouldn't call him a superstar, but a stalwart player. And one of, I think, John Jabb's mortal enemies there. Oh, we got ourselves a Fred McGriff, Hall of Famer. We'll consider that card to be set aside there. Mike Felder right there, not a Hall of Famer. The greatest Yankee shortstop from August 1988 to May of 1989, Bobby Meacham. Well, look at there. We did pull a Barry Bonds. All right, let's treat that one with the respect he did not treat anyone else with. We got Tyrannosaurus Rex Kent Herbeck. We got ourselves a Felix Fermin Jesse Reed prospect card. Love the Fleer prospect cards, of course. We got everyone's favorite accountant turned baseball player, Rance Mulliniks of the Blue Jays. We got Ken Daly. Well, let's not forget Gary Thurman. He and Bo Jackson were going to anchor that Kansas City outfield for decades. Ken Daly. What a wacky photo. Ken Daly, what are we doing here? You got 2 gloves. Choose a side. I don't know what's going on here. What are you, a libertarian? Look at that. All right. We got Marty Barrett. We got the Toronto Blue Jays sticker. We also got the Cardinals and Angels stickers. Weird combination there. Big bats at first. Well, we kind of got a McGuire here, along with Pat Tabler. You know, Pat Tabler, Mark McGuire, the 2 best first basemen in the American League at that point. We got Zane Smith and his teeth coming in there. Mark Williamson and his mustache. Alan Ashby, the catcher, who also had a substitute teacher vibe there. I don't know. Jim Presley, solid slugger there. He actually had 107 RBI in 1986. All right, we got Jim Eppert and Joey Meyer. Joey Meyer, I think, famous for hitting a baseball like 500 feet in the minor leagues. Jim Eppert, famous for being on this card with Joey Meyer. Eric King, Gus Polidor, back when Major League Baseball players were allowed to be Gus Polidor. Larry Parrish, the Forgotten Parrish. Greg Lefferts. Carney Lansford, always loved this card. Great Carney Lansford. This spoke to the quality of Fleer cards there. Look at Tim Flannery with a surfboard. That's outrageous. Just outrageous. We'll probably hold on to that there as a classic. We got Bob Stanley, the first ever 62-year-old pitcher who was actually 30 in Major League Baseball. And Hojo, Howard Johnson, early Hojo card. Not a bad get if you're opening this pack in 1988 there. All right, so we do have some stickers. Let's do a peel here. preserve this McGuire for now. I'm not too worried about a Mark McGuire Pat Tabler card, but you never know. Sometimes a card like this can have some worth to it there. So there you go. All right, let us go ahead and carefully preserve this Barry Bonds. You never know. You never know with the bonds. It could fetch a pretty penny or something. I think it's relatively an even cut, good shape there. I never believe that I'm pulling PSA 10s, and I'm not worried about PSA 10s. But I do want to preserve the nostalgia. Carefully preserve this Fred McGriff here. Hall of Famer. Is it going to be worth a ton? No, but it's good to hold on to that. All right. So these cards, in fact, we're going to go further with this bonds, okay? Don't you worry. Got ourselves a top loader. And we're going to hold on to that bonds just so it is extra safe there, okay? I know a lot of you were probably worried. Okay. But we are left with another pack of cards that we don't really want or need. All right. These two are going to be held on to because those are classic cards. These are the special kind of legend cards we love around here at Sports Card ASMR. So I'm going to hold on to those there as well. Okay. So as you can see, we have a lot of cards, and we have one of our favorite triggers is the trigger of the scissors here. So I think without further ado, in honor of those Sports Card ASMR people that enjoy this, let's cut up some cards. This was why I started the channel. I was a big fan of ASMR. That's why I started my own ASMR channel. That is still slowly growing. But I was taking old baseball cards that I had, not valuable ones, just the junk wax era commons, and I was throwing them in fires. I had a fire pit in the backyard, and I was just tossing cards in for fun. And then I thought, well, what if I was to film that? And what if I was to just find a way to get rid of the cards while contributing to society? Thus, this channel was born. And cutting cards was the highlight of every episode. So a lot of you have joined on since then. And I don't cut up cards as much as I used to. But for those old timers, we're going to be cutting up cards for a bit here. So I'll shut up a little bit, okay? I'm going to just shut the hell up and cut some cards. imagine we're holding on to that. got the Topps Heritage. Scissors are almost having trouble getting through it. It's made with some 1970s materials. Thick and leaded and probably killing us slowly. Fascinating. The difference on these cards is very noticeable. This makes J.P. Crawford the only player to be cut up twice today. No disrespect to Mr. Crawford. There we go. And to finish it just like we did in the old school days, J.P. Crawford, you right there. You've been cut up. There you go. We've done it. We have sliced up a ton of cards that weren't gonna last too much longer in my house anyways. I hope you enjoyed that for all you scissor heads. It's good to be back with the scissors. And we'll do it again. For those that are here for the sports card nostalgia, I hope you enjoyed the front of the video. We're here to serve all sides of our demographics and analytics viewership. Alright, that's it. Hope you enjoyed that.